Greetings, LJ Hamilton here, and I want to speak briefly to the men about something that I think most women will appreciate. When approaching a woman, there are always do's and don'ts, and I want to talk about two major do's and don'ts. Well, one major do and one major don't, and let's talk about the don't first. When approaching a woman, don't take everything so personal, especially if she does not take kindly to your approach or your advances. One thing that us men have to understand out the gate is every woman that we are interested in and or attracted to may not be interested in and or attracted to us in an equal manner. So understanding that, if a woman does not take kindly to your advances or your approach, then don't take it personal. Now, if she's rude and mean about it, then consider that a problem that she has. Consider that a bad attitude that she has. Consider that bad energy that she has and move on. You don't have to stand there and take it, and you don't have to be rude or mean back to her. You don't have to be indignant because she gets indignant when all you did was approach her, as long as you approached her in a respectful and an unkind, gentlemanlike manner. If that's how she decides to be, then let her be that way and move on. But outside of that, because I think most women are genuinely kind, even when expressing non-interest or even when rejecting a man's initial advances, I think most women are genuinely kind. So with that being said, make sure that you do not take everything so personal, because she just may not be in the space to want to be approached or want to date or want a relationship, or she just may not like you. So understanding all of that, don't take everything so personal. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. Be a man. Have some class. And if your advances or your approach are not welcomed, then move on. What you do when approaching a woman is understand. You have to be understanding when approaching a woman. We have to understand that most women get approached on numerous occasions. And with that being said, those numerous occasions often are not favorable. They're often not good approaches, because a lot of women deal with men who approach them in all types of ways. And then a lot of women deal with men who may have gotten beyond the initial approach, and then they started dating and things went sour for whatever reason. So we have to understand that some women are going to be automatically defensive when they are approached, and that's because she's filling you out. She's trying to see what your agenda and or angle is, because immediately when you approach her, her intuition kicks in and tells her some things about you. And with that being said, she takes that time to figure out what your angle is, because every man, and any man who says otherwise is lying, every man, when he approaches a woman, has an agenda and has an angle. Now, that may be good, that may be bad, and that's for that woman to figure out and to see clearly. But every man has an agenda. Every man has an angle. No man just approaches a woman just because. Every man has an agenda. Every man has an angle. But we have to be understanding. We have to be patient. If we get beyond the initial approach and we actually get to date this woman and develop, a semi-relationship with her, whereas we're taking the time to get to know each other, then take that time. Be patient with that woman. Sometimes, men, we want to rush levels of involvement and levels of relationship so that we can get the benefits of those levels of involvement or levels of relationship, when that's not how it should be. Be patient with a woman. Understand things at her pace. Understand things at her level, because this is a woman that you like. This is a woman that you are interested in. So you should be able to invest that time and be able to invest the qualities of a gentleman when dealing with a lady. And I promise you, it'll work out a lot more favorably than if you don't. Take your time, be patient, understand why she may be defensive initially, because a lot of women nowadays have dealt with so much BS from so many BS men that they don't want to deal with BS anymore, so they're automatically defensive. So don't be the BS guy. Don't be the status quo guy. Be a gentleman, be a man. Approach a lady like she's a lady, and if she chooses to act unladylike, then move on. But be a gentleman at all times. Be a man about everything. Be patient, be kind, be understanding. Get to know her, and I promise you, things will work out a lot better in your favor. You can hit me up on ljhamilton.com, and you can contact me on all platforms of social media. You all be blessed.